Hey guys. So, it didn't actually take me an hour. I was mistaken. I was not paying attention whenever Marcuson gave me spells, and he gave me a spell that lets me travel to wherever I've been before. So it took me like 20 minutes. If we hadn't stopped to make sandwiches, it would have taken me like 5 minutes.
Yes.
Thank you, by the way. That was delicious.
Yeah, no problem. I'm glad you like it. The secret is lemon pepper. Yeah. True story.
The secret to a good sandwich is to use the right grade of sand.
Little rascals.
Oh, yeah. I forgot all about that.
Yeah, man. It's classic shit.
Like 90s classic.
Yeah. Bro, we're from the 90s. We can say classic and refer to the 90s. That's the only thing we can refer to as classic.
The 80s?
I mean, we weren't born in the 80s.
Yeah, but I still appreciate 80s rock very much.
Yeah, but I mean, you know what I'm saying though, right?
Yeah. Whenever, like, our kids ask us, like, what did you watch when you were little? We'll be like, oh, all the classics. You know,
Hey Arnold.
Cyber Chase. Oh, God.
Cyber Chase was good.
Yeah.
You didn't have cable when you were a kid, though.
No. So I missed out on a lot of the good shows.
I didn't have cable too long. There's a reason for that. It's actually pretty interesting. There was a movie called The Proud Family movie that came on, and during this time we had cable,
right?
But the cable that we had may not have necessarily
been yours.
I'm not gonna say that.
Okay.
I'm going to say cable that we had may not have been the best cable.
Okay.
To have.
Alright.
Trying to sound like not. I plead the fifth. But the movie came out and I was like, oh my gosh, I love the Proud Family. And then I found out it was about clones, and I have very much like a aversive fear towards clones.
Right.
Because it's the concept of like someone who's evil trying to take over your life.
Someone who has the ability to replace you.
Yeah.
Yeah, I feel that.
So I was very...
Bastard.
I was very scared. And because of that, I was like, how do I make this entire thing go away? Because I think they were like playing it on repeat during that week on Disney.
You know that thing that Disney does where they just play the same thing over and over again?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Plus it was a new movie, so like, we got to make sure as many people see this as much as we can.
We need to get our money back.
Yeah. And so I thought, how do I get rid of this? And I was like, I know. So I told my dad, I think we should get rid of the cable. And he's like, why? And then I was like, cause blah, blah, blah. I plead the fifth. And he's like, well, you make a good point. And so he got rid of the cable. But then I asked him recently, not too long ago.
Right.
I talked to him about that story. He's like, I didn't get rid of the cable. And I was like, but you said you did. And he's like, oh, I might have just said I did and took it off the living room TV, just kept it in my room. I'm like, well, I guess, no harm, no foul.
Your dad's a sly dude.
Yeah. It's pretty fly for a black guy.
So, was it... So, real talk, was it like something from your neighbors or something?
I think so.
Oh.
It was kind of like stolen cable, kinda.
I know how it is.
I plead the fifth. Even though I just incriminated my dad.
No, it's fine. I mean, everybody's committed a crime or two in their life.
Yeah, even the president has committed a crime or two in his life.
All of them.
Yeah. Trump.
George Bush. He
Nixon.
smoked marijuana in college.
We all know Nixon did.
I don't know. Is that technically a crime? I feel like it's more just like...
It's like invasion of privacy, though.
Oh, maybe. I don't know if I defended in time.
We shall see.
I did. Sweet.
So only they die.
Yes.
But speaking of kids shows, like,
yes.
What were some of your favorites when you were a kid?
Ruffman.
That was a good one.
Yeah. I think that was probably, like, in my top. Oh, sweet. I can use one of these Phoenix feathers.
There was a lot of, like, PBS for you, huh?
Yeah, that's pretty much all it was.
Did you ever, like, were you ever able to watch some of the early morning stuff before you had to go to school?
No, not really. The only things, like, early morning that I watched were, like, the Kids WB on the weekends, on Saturday.
Yeah.
Like, the Jackie Chan adventures.
Yeah, well, I'm talking about, like, the weekday, like, early morning stuff, like,
no.
that they have on PBS. They'd have, Clifford, the Big Red Dog.
Oh, only on Sundays.
They'd have Reading Rainbow. They'd have In Between the Lions. That one was awesome.
That one was good.
They had,
The cliffhanger.
Yeah. Honestly, those three are the only ones I can really remember. There weren't much else. Oh, wait. Mr. Rogers' Neighborhood.
Sesame Street.
Sesame Street.
Oh, God, and the Teletubbies.
Oh, God, the Teletubbies.
Fuck the Teletubbies. Just straight up. Damn.
But then they had, like, a lot of cool stuff in the afternoon, like Maya Miguel, Cyber Chase, Patrick Ruffman.
Yeah. Whenever I was little, I used to watch, like, a lot of the primetime adult TV shows.
Really?
Yeah, like, I watched My Wife and Kids.
That was awesome.
Yeah, and then According to Jim.
Mm-hmm.
Did you ever watch that one?
Yeah, sometimes.
Like...
I remember I wanted to watch That 70s Show.
Mm-hmm.
But my dad didn't think, like, oh, no, it's too adult for you at that age. So he turned it to King of the Hill.
Oh.
Which
isn't much better.
Yeah, to be honest.
Damn it.
But I don't think I even back then I think I kind of realized, like, I don't think. All right, whatever.
Damn it.
I think, you know what, I think the one show that I watched kind of religiously,
yeah,
back like that with, like, My Wife and Kids and stuff like that was King of Queens.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, that was a good show. I liked it.
Oh shit, I'm back.
Eyes are getting weary.
Fuck.
Back is getting tight. Sitting here in traffic on the Queensboro Bridge tonight. I don't care, 'cause all I wanna do
Swing.
catch my check and drive right home to you. 'Cause baby, all my life I will be driving home to you. It's a good
What
show.
else? There was something else that I used to watch a lot. I can't remember what it was.
What's up?
Defend. God. Shit.
You don't have anything to replenish your MP?
I do. I've been busy healing the others.
Oh, okay.
And it only does 30 MP.
That sucks.
Yeah.
For how much it was worth? I mean,
Right?
You gotta be kidding me.
Like I said, highway robbery. Shit, I didn't defend. Man, I can't remember.
I do remember there was recent news. The woman who played Carrie in that show. Have you ever seen King of Queens?
Yeah.
The woman who played Carrie in that show. Leah Remini.
Something like that. Yeah.
Yeah, she's kind of like in a war with Scientology right now.
Yeah, because they like really messed up her family.
Did they? Is that what it was?
Well, not exactly. It's just that like they kind of brainwashed her. She feels like, and they like she started like spending more time with
them,
the Scientology than with her family.
right?
Oh shit! Defend.
The way I heard about it was like she was talking about how she was at an event, and she went up and talked to this one guy who's like supposed to be like a high up in Scientology or something like that.
Right.
And then like she asked where his wife was, and because she saw the wife around occasionally, and she was wondering. And then like they talked to her, and it's like, you don't ask those kind of questions or something like that.
Yeah.
I was like, all right, fucking what?
A show that I used to watch like almost religiously was 8 Simple Rules, which is where Kaley Cuoco got her start.
Oh yeah?
Yeah. Well, maybe not her start, but it was like her first television role.
Mm-hmm.
I used to love that show.
What's your favorite cartoon when you were a kid? That's like not PBS or anything.
I really like Jimmy Neutron.
That was a good one.
Mostly because
how'd you watch that one though?
Well, that's what I was about to say. Like, whenever I would go over to my grandmother's house, it was like the only thing that they would be playing on Nickelodeon.
Right.
Because they would play it like over and over and over again.
It's a good show. I
Yeah,
can't blame them.
but they would play the same episode like 9 times in a row.
Yeah. I remember there's one time where and plus you didn't have all the technology they have today. Like you couldn't record stuff like on your DVR. You would have to have all this like equipment that we wouldn't even have.
Yeah.
Because my dad's like, I'm not spending money just so that you can rewatch this one thing over and over again. And so there was one episode that I really liked where everyone became like superheroes.
Oh yeah, that was like one of the last episodes.
Yeah, one of the last few ones. And I was like, oh man, I want to see that one again. Never saw it again.
Yeah.
And like I had to, by the time the internet started like gaining ground, like YouTube and stuff like that, I started that's whenever I was able to like look it up and like see more stuff about it.
Right.
So
they used to have like I don't know if they still do, but Nickelodeon used to I blocked. Fuck off. Nickelodeon used to have that was glitchy. It just glitched.
What do you mean?
Because normally if it's got like the timer saying like you're still blocking, then it wouldn't let me do anything else until I X'd out of it. But it was letting me do stuff, so it was like acknowledging that I was blocking, but it didn't actually matter enough for it to not do damage to me. Whatever.
Okay.
Nickelodeon used to have like every episode of Jimmy Neutron streaming on their website, and that was like in the early days of streaming too.
Well, also we couldn't really mess with the computer too much because my parent, that's kind of like my parents' thing, like for the job.
Oh.
Yeah, that too. I had to either be on the computer or on the phone to do certain things to work from home.
Right.
And or like to get some business done.
Yeah.
And then plus we didn't really have like I think my mom had a computer and my dad didn't for the longest time. And we live in a very blessed technological age right now.
Yeah.
Like no one's gonna know like all this stuff wasn't here 20 years ago. Everything
Granted, we were barely here 20 years ago.
Yeah. Like all this stuff wasn't here like let's say 13 years ago. Everything that we have now wasn't here 13 years ago.
Yeah.
It's still very new technology, and it's really impressive how we've come so far since then.
Fuck you. I still remember the day that somebody first showed me YouTube. That's a weird sensation.
I don't remember my first interaction with YouTube. I know I wasn't too much into it.
Right.
I honestly have no idea what my life was like before YouTube.
I don't remember what my life was like before, but I remember he showed me these videos called the Billy Goat Collar, and it changed my life forever. Because I was like, people can just do that? They can just be funny on the internet? What?
I think one of my first few experiences to like comedy on YouTube was Cholo Adventures.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Like the internet for me didn't really like take its full effect on me till middle school.
That's fair. Bro, I fucking did it.
Yeah. Nice job, man.
Thanks, man. Ow.
But I think one of my what would you say is one of your underrated? It was a show that was underrated, but it was still like a really good show. For you, I mean.
I want to say Ruffman. Because, like, the kids in my school made fun of me because I watched, PBS because we didn't have cable. So, like, it wasn't my fault.
I mean, those shows are still good, though.
Yeah. What about you?
Fillmore was pretty good.
Oh, yeah.
Right?
I totally forgot about Fillmore.
Yeah, Fillmore was awesome, man. It was the bee's knees.
You know what was my favorite show for the longest time?
What?
Shaolin Showdown.
Shaolin Showdown was the shit. It's the favorite Saturday morning cartoon show ever. It's like the Avatar of Saturday morning kid cartoon shows. Until Avatar became the Saturday morning cartoon show.
I'm like half and half of Shaolin Showdown was the best and Jackie Chan Adventures was the best.
Ooh, Jackie Chan Adventures was good.
It was so good. I loved like the whole like the Chinese everything and just
you don't have a lot of like you don't have like a lot of Asian like now you do, but back then you didn't have like a lot of Asian influence in like for kids in America.
Right.
So like cartoons like our main exposure to like a lot of like Eastern influences were like cartoons, or I don't even know what else. There had to be something else though, right?
Yeah.
Like the only thing I could ever think of like was like actors maybe, and like those one or two shows that are or movies that our parents might have showed us that had something to do with like Eastern influences or Eastern inspired or something like that.
I feel like Jackie Chan Adventures was the first for me. Fuck you. And then after that, like my brother started getting into anime, and then because I wanted to be cool like my brother, I started getting into anime.
That's right, anime. I keep forgetting anime is a thing, because anime didn't really take up for me until like way later, like
right?
High school.
So I beat the guy.
Right.
So do you wanna say next time on PopCats?
Yeah.
All right.
That sounds good.
So we'll be back.
Okay.
Bye, guys.
Bye.
Hey, guys. Thanks for watching this video.
If you liked it, you should hit that like button.
And the subscribe button.
And you should also check out some of our other videos on the channel.
And be watching out for new videos coming out soon.
Yeah.
Alright. See you later, guys.
Meow.